Hi folks, welcome back to Taronga TV. Now, if you've been in here before, you're a very lucky person. This is one of our immersive classrooms and I'm with Keeper Klay. I know you're in lockdown and I know you're at home homeschooling at the moment. You may get a chance to come back into one of these incredible places. Hey Klay, now you've got someone very special for us to meet that comes out in these lessons that the incredible students have that come to Taronga.
Absolutely, he's just learning, Hayden, so he hasn't actually been in front of any classes yet, but his name is Monty and he is a yellow-bellied glider. He's the only one we've got up here at the Institute, so very special, and yeah, I'm excited to show you what he's learning.
This is behind the VIP stuff that you don't get to see because he's never been out, so you're going to come along with us and see a training session right now.
All right. Hey, buddy. Good.
He is absolutely beautiful.
Isn't he? And these yellow-bellied gliders are also known as the fluffy glider, and I reckon you can see why.
So a lot of people probably don't know that these animals can glide quite a considerable distance with the right conditions, yeah?
Yeah, they can. It's believed that they can glide over 100 metres in the right conditions. So I haven't seen Monty glide that far, but it'd be cool if he can, you know, maybe do a few short glides even in the classroom.
We won't be able to show you right now because he's learning. This is a safe space, so we don't want to ask him to do anything that he doesn't want to. But there's a beautiful membrane of skin, isn't there, Klay, from the front foot to the back foot? Yeah,
that's right. It's almost like a cape on the inside, and it extends all along their belly and between their feet. So very cool.
He is just fantastic. What a beautiful creature. What is he eating? I'm sure that's a question on everyone's lips.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a glider mix that's specially made for them, and it replicates the nectar and sap that they would be eating in the wild.
He is so spectacular.
And he loves it.
He certainly does.
Great for training.
Hello, my boy. You are just spectacular. An Australian animal, folks, that we have right on our doorstep too, Klay.
Yeah, that's right. You can find them all along the eastern coast of Australia, so right from the southern tip of Queensland down to the top of Victoria as well.
And obviously nocturnal, so people may hear them before they see them?
Yeah, unless you know what to listen out for, you probably wouldn't even expect a noise, you know, the vocalizations that they make to come from an animal like this. So I'm not going to try and imitate it now, but definitely worth Googling. And, you know, if you are out at the right time of night, you might hear a glider. Definitely before you see them, I think.
Yeah, you're not going to get an imitation from me or an impersonation of a yellow-bellied glider, but as Klay said, a sound that really you don't expect to come out of an animal this size.
No, that's right. They do have quite the screech on them.
So Klay, what would be some of the threats or problems that these animals face in the wild?
Oh, look, Hayden, it's the common story of a loss of habitat. You know, we're losing some of those old hollow trees that these gliders like to make as their dens. So that combined with the fragmentation of habitat, so they don't have those corridors to move through. And then of course your common things like the pests, the domestic pests that we have in the wild as well, they can be a problem too.
So folks, things you can do to help this beautiful little creature and other creatures like him, our Australian native wildlife. Keep your pets inside at night particularly, and particularly your cats, Klay. Plant native trees, and you can do that to set up corridors so animals can move from one bush area to another bush area. And Klay, you're a bit of a knowledgeable person on these nest boxes. Tell us a bit more about that, what people can do.
Well, absolutely. These nest boxes are a really great way to contribute to conservation because in lieu of those old hollow trees that can take a really long time to form, up to 200 years. So in lieu of those old hollow trees, you can put up a nest box. You could do that in your own backyard. You know, many local councils are doing that as well. And so a really great starting point is to actually just find out through your council or through another organisation what species you're likely to find in your area, and you can find a box that suits those species.
Yeah, fantastic information. So there's loads you can do, folks. We're getting right down to the end of Monty's food now. I can see he's got about 2 meals left, and as soon as he's finished that food, he wants to get straight back in that box. So we're going to say farewell. I'm going to say thank you, Klay. Amazing as always. Incredible keepers we have here at Taronga looking after our beautiful creatures. The animals in our care are being looked after exactly the same as they would when you are in our zoo, and we can't wait to see you back. You never know what's around the next corner on Taronga TV. We'll see you next time. Thanks, Monty.